So I recently cleaned out my office, guys, and it was bad. I found so many things that I wasted my money on, and I am just so disappointed in myself because I could have just had that sitting in my bank account right now. After I was done with my office, I came out with 2 full big yard trash bags, like the big ones, on top of boxes and just a lot of things that I'm like, I cannot believe I had this in my space. So today I want to share with you guys the things I'm no longer buying for my business. The first one is a little bit like I definitely agree that we should have this item, but for me personally, I don't think it's gonna work anymore. So what I'm talking about is business cards. Of course, if you have retail or your own little brand in store, I think you definitely should. But for me as a wholesaler, I don't think it's necessary. And plus, I'm not utilizing it the way that I should. I don't have like a QR code. I don't have a discount code on it. It just says thank you and then gets tossed into the trash. So I've always used thank you cards. I think it's like weird to send a package naked without one. So I always have used it up until the past few months. I actually ran out and I just totally forgot to reorder them, and I also wanted to redesign them, but I just haven't had the time to do so. So obviously I'm sending out packages and I'm just like, I don't really think I need business cards, and they get tossed out anyway, so I'm also saving time and money, and so I'm no longer going to be buying any business cards. You guys are always messaging me asking me more about like the financial aspect of running a business, and I want to share with you guys this program that helps with paying your bills and just really keeping everything organized. It's called Milio, where businesses are able to pay vendors online and also receive payments super quickly. They have no setup or subscription fees, and you'll never have to write a check again because ACH transfers are free as well. And your vendor also doesn't have to be a user of it either. They literally don't have to do anything to get paid. And for those that use QuickBooks, they have a beautiful seamless integration into QuickBooks, so everything is just like connected, and it really helps with organizing your finances. And I'm a big credit card user for my business, and so with the program, you're actually able to pay vendors with your credit card, even if they only accept checks. So you're able to maximize your cash flow, and you can enjoy their early payment discounts and avoid any late payment penalties while still enjoying all your cashback, rewards, perks from your company. I want to take a second and to show you guys how you can easily receive payments and also send payments. So if you guys want to try it out for yourself, go ahead and grab a business bill, add it to Milio, and schedule your first payments. I'll leave the link down below in the description. The next thing I'm no longer going to be paying for is shipping boxes. I've been doing this for a while now, and once I found out this hack, it like completely changed my mind and saved me so much money. Even if the boxes are like 30 or 40 cents each, you are spending so much money every month when you could save that money. If you're in the States, what I do is I go on to USPS or UPS.com and I request their free shipping supplies. They have a ton of boxes, packaging slips, so you don't have to use all of that tape. You can add as many as you want and it gets shipped to your house for free. Definitely start utilizing this and stop wasting your money on boxes. The next thing I had to go through was my subscriptions. I have so many different subscriptions for my business, especially Shopify apps. Sometimes I download apps and I don't even use it for my store. I didn't like it and I'm still paying for the subscription. So make sure to go through those every couple of months. It honestly hurts my heart to say this, but stickers. So I would actually use stickers to customize my packaging because honestly, it's just a little bit cheaper. Although I was so proud of myself when I finally did my custom poly mailers. That came out amazing. This has never happened to me, but I also just am a little concerned about the security of my packages. I just feel when a package is really pretty and it's like done up and everything, people probably think that there's something good in there, and it's more likely to get stolen or like broken into. And so I actually stopped doing my stickers on my packaging, and I no longer am going to continue with it. The next item is notepads and sticky notes. I went through so many sticky notes because I would have like an idea and I would like write it down. It just made it look so cluttered. The sticky notes would get lost, and honestly they just end up in the trash anyway. Getting my iPad was literally the best thing that I have done. Everything is just digitally there. It's never going to get lost. The next item is actually ring lights. I have gone through so many ring lights. In the beginning, I started out with like the smaller ring light that you just kind of put onto the table, because I mean, I couldn't afford like the $130 ring light. Then I went to these like smaller panel ring lights, and then now I finally have like my big ring light. And then I also tried like the big panel light in one of my YouTube videos, and I didn't like the lighting. And honestly, I don't even really like the artificial like lighting that we get from ring lights. Sometimes it just doesn't look right, and I feel like with the ring lights it doesn't really like what is it, like equal, like balance out the lighting. Like some of the areas is like super bright, some of it's like super dark. It just doesn't really work out for me. I personally prefer the sunlight, but I know that it kind of restricts the days. Like if it's like windy or if it's cloudy, have to be able to be like ready to go at a certain time on a certain day. So I like to really utilize that lighting, and honestly guys, it's free. So unless I find like this god tier lighting setup, I'm no longer going to be buying any more ring lights. When I found out this photography hack, I literally went crazy in Michael's, and that was the little cardstock background. I literally bought so many of them, guys, and guess what? I think I alternate around 1 or 2 of them, and that's it. Like, and I probably have like 10 of them or so. And even though they're just like a few cents, like I think they're like 70 cents, maybe $1 or something, I still feel like I wasted money, and I'm just like no longer going to be buying any backgrounds unless it gets dirty. And that's the only reason why I should be buying backgrounds. Select a few colors that go with your brand and don't go overboard. The next one is a very honest entrepreneur to entrepreneur, heart to heart type of talk. I think we just all need to hear this. I just want to put my own perspective on it, because when I was cleaning out my office, I realized I had so much pigment and just so much extra materials that I no longer have use for. And I really came to this realization that I would much rather have just the right amount of stuff that I need than to have too much. So I'm like no longer buying too much of anything. I'm no longer going to buy bulk of stuff no matter how good the deal is. I am just going to be purchasing what I need, and I think that's like a really hard reality when you're like an entrepreneur, because you're like, oh, if I'm not buying like a lot of materials, then my business is like not successful. It's like, no sis, your business is successful. You're just being smart by placing your money where it's only needed. And if you only need this much, then you only need that much. With that extra money, you can go place it into marketing or, you know, hiring someone out. I just feel like there's so many times that it just seems cool to be like, oh yeah, I had like a $5,000 restock, or I had to upgrade and I had to buy a big gallon of whatever it is. And I think we just have to be very honest with ourselves and be like, hey, no, I actually don't need all of this, and I'm only going to purchase what I need for the month and not go overboard, because I think that's just a lot smarter. And I wish I would have done that, because in my head I would be like, oh well, I'm gonna use this anyway, and I discontinued a lot of my colors and I just have so much pigment. So anything can happen. Things change all the time. I would much rather sell out in the stuff and then purchase more than to just have it sit on the shelf. Just be really honest with yourself and really try to not over purchase or overbuy materials. So that is it for today's video. If you guys want to check out Milio, like I said, try it out for free. Grab a business bill, add it, and schedule out your first payment. I'll leave the link down below for you guys. Leave a comment down below and tell me something that you're no longer buying for your business either. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.